What's up guys, my name is Rayvi, and in today's video I'm going to be cooking up a ukdrill type of beat. So right now I have a melody. It is not a melodically correct melody. I guess it's a little bit false, but that is how I want it to be. It has that drill vibe, you know, it not being perfect, not being, I don't know how I'd say it. I'm just gonna let you guys listen to the melody. I'm gonna explain what I did with the melody to make it sound the way it is, so you guys can learn from it or whatever. You probably know this already, but it's fine. So right, the first melody are the chords, if you can even call them chords. It's two notes, but I added a halftime on it, a 4-time halftime. The same effect you can do this with gross beat by adding 2 gross beats with a halftime on top of each other. So it's basically, it says half speed here, it would be double that, so 4 times slower. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but I think it should be clear now. So once we have done that, once we have put the halftime, I put an EQ and deleted the lows and the highs because I had some really weird ugly frequencies in the highs, so I deleted those. It doesn't really matter because the perks and stuff are going to be filling up those high end. So then we're going to move on and add some sounds. So right, I have the sounds I want to use, at least for now. I have 2 snares right here because I don't know which one I want yet. I'm gonna just have to see how it works out. So I'm gonna start with the counter snare. So what I'm gonna do first, and I added a vox, by the way. It sounds like this. So we're gonna start out with the counter snare labeled CS right here. But we're gonna first add this pattern right here. So once we have done that, I'm just going to go into piano roll and press this. So it is duplicated everywhere. So now we're going to add some extra rhythm. So we're going to lower the velocity of these notes and add them before or after notes. So something like that. You can add rolls, whatever. You have freedom here. You have freedom. Just make it really bouncy, really nice. But you don't have to make it bouncy though. You can leave it like this if you want to. It's freedom. It's fucking music. So I'm gonna turn off that vocal because I'm gonna be pressing the space bar a lot and it's gonna annoy me. By the way, you can also fuck around with the pitch. As you guys can see, I'm putting some at a higher octave or higher note. So that's just gonna be a simple pattern right there. We can also add some low notes if we want to. We could try that as well. Yeah, I like that. I like those 2 notes. Not too much, but just something extra. So there are 2 tricks I'm gonna learn you guys right now. The first one is when you select everything, press Alt-R, and it will put up a randomizer. What I like to do is put the panning a little bit randomized. This will make it move from ear to ear all the time, and it will make it a little bit wider. Not everyone likes this though, so just do whatever you want with it, but I really enjoy it like this. Make sure you put on the bipolar thing because otherwise it will only go to one side. So that's very important. So like that. This may be a bit too much because it's not sounding that nice. So just a little bit like this. Not too much, it's just gonna add that extra effect. So what you can also do is add a delay. You can do this through the mixer and add a fruity delay. Where is it? Here, yeah, fruity delay 2 and 3. You can do that, or you can take the easy route and just go here, open up your channel thing, go to this icon and add ping pong, leave the time the same, and just raise this by a little bit, and it will have that extra effect. You can hear the difference. It sounds better in my opinion. So then we're gonna do the snare. I had two snares for this. They're like, both of them are like kind of perk snares, rim shots, whatever. So this is the first one. So something like that, or but I think we're gonna go for this one because I like this one. Or we're gonna lower this a little bit. Right, so this note is kind of off right here. I can hear that, but it sounds a little bit nice, I guess. So I'm just gonna make the rest of the track and see how it sounds, and otherwise I'll just do this. But I think it sounds kind of nice because there's also a counter snare right there, if I'm not being stupid. Let me see. It's after the roll. Yeah, I think it is. It may be there. I don't know. It sounds good, I guess. I'm just gonna see and wait. It's music. Just try whatever you want. There are no rules, basically. Yeah, there are no rules. So now we're gonna add the kick. I like to do the kick now. So make sure if you use the sound that you hear, it's replaying by itself to turn off use loop points right here. By the way, another trick you can do for your counter snares is put on cut itself and add this so they sound even more crisp, I guess. So that sounds good in my opinion. I like to have my kicks and 808 layered. You can do whatever you want. If you don't like your 808s and kicks to be layered and you want to add an extra bounce by not having your kicks and your 808 layered, that's also an option, of course. But I like to have them layered for the extra punch. Let me see. Right, that's that note. Like that, like the little repetition here. So let's add some 808 slides now. If you don't know how to do 808 slides, you're living on a rock, but here you go. That's the button. Or you click on a note and you click the slide button. That's basically what it does, but it works like this. You add a note on top and it slides like this. You can make it slide very long. We'll do that on this note. All options. You can do whatever you want. So let's add some slides. So what I've just done here is added some slides on these spots. You can take whatever you want from this, but you can also do long slides, of course, but I don't really like the long slides. and I like to be a little bit sporadic with my slides because I don't like to overdo it. I sometimes do, actually, but I try to keep it minimal. Alright, that's my 808 pattern for this. Also, some really good tricks that I have to tell. Make sure your 808s don't cut itself. This is a really short 808, so it doesn't really matter, but otherwise it will sound all muddy and fucked up. Also, do this. This will make it so you have full control over your 808 when it stops. So if you wouldn't have this on, it wouldn't stop. It would just bleed out. Now it stops immediately if we stop the note. You see? And I like to add a crash. I don't know why, it's something I like to do. Alright, so we have all of our sounds there. Now I'm gonna do some quick mixing. I'm gonna explain what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna do it first. So it's done. First of all, I did some quick leveling, some extra leveling, because I already leveled right here, as you can see. But just some finishing touches. On the 808, I added 2 EQs and a stereo shaper, like this. I just like the sound of the 808 with those things, because we put them off. Let me... It just sounds better, in my opinion. I also raised the kick volume even more, and it's gonna sound... You think I'm crazy, but I like the punch. I really do. I really do like the punch. So this is the drums and the vocal chop. And then with the melody... Also put a soft clipper on the master. So right, now we're gonna go into the arrangement of a beat. So first of all, we're gonna go to this button right here and click on split by channel. Alright, so once we've clicked on split on channel, we're gonna go ahead and shift and select all of these. So this will put all of the channels into our playlist. So like that, we can go ahead and duplicate them. So now we have a full, I guess beat. It's not full beat, it's 1 minute 20, but I'm not going to do more for this tutorial. So I'm going to start with an intro, what I like to do until the 27-second mark with this BPM. So add my tag.
Hey Rayvi.
It's fucking loud. So
Hey Rayvi.
I'm gonna do it quicker this time. I'm not gonna make this intro very long. I like to add percussion and the counter snares in the intro. I just like to do that. So now I have the intro. I'm just gonna add some sound effects as well onto it, like this one. Let me see. Sounds about right. It's subtle, but it sounds good. By the way, I want to give another tip. This plugin right here, Day Blue Glitch, is a really good plugin to add some effects into your beat for some parts, for some variation. Like it has tape stop, reversing, retriggering, gators. I use those a lot. So what I am gonna do here is maybe this, something like this, maybe. I'm just guessing. I think this would sound good. I used this before. Yeah, I like that sound. Just to add some variation somewhere in the beat. I'm gonna turn this off for now, but at the end I'm gonna add this somewhere into the beat. So alright guys, I've done some basic arranging. So this is what we've ended up with. I'm gonna let you guys listen to it and decide if you like it or not. I hope you have a good day. Stay safe out there with the coronavirus stuff, and have fun producing, I guess.
Hey, Rayvi.
And finally, I also want to say most of the sounds that I used are from this kit right here. It's from X10, a fellow producer, and it's a really good kit. I really recommend buying it. It has amazing 808s and amazing kicks, and also snares, counter snares. It has everything you need for drill. I'm not affiliated with him in any way, but I would really recommend buying this kit. It's really good, and I use it a lot. So